Gun line. We got a fire mission coming down, y'all. I am your host Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gun Line podcast, where we chop it up and shoot shit like we would out in the field. Go on and pop a squat. It's about to get hot right now. You are on the gun line now. With that being said, as I always tell y'all, when I do the Gun Line podcast, it's either an interview or a point of view. Today, it's a bit of both of them. Today, we're going to go ahead and have a discussion here with the homeboy Hunt, and we're going to just go ahead and have a couple of things we're going to discuss before we let Hunt cook. All right. The first thing I want to know.
First thing that I want to say is when you eat a creamsicle, don't eat the ass end first.
That's the best part, isn't it?
This is where I got my obsession with eating asses from. Creamsicle cookies.
And just like on the gun line, baby, we talk from politics to ass eating in the same fucking paragraph. Anyway, so check this out, y'all. Thank you for stopping on by here at the On the Gun Line podcast. I want to throw this out real quick. This is going to be the last episode that's going to be on Spotify, Apple, and all the podcast platforms. Everything is going to be now on YouTube, specifically on the Gun Line YouTube channel. So go there, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Anyway, today we're going to be discussing quite a few topics. But the first thing I want to discuss is going to be a reaction video that we're going to do. You know, I was doing good, Hunt. I really was. I was taking a nap. And then my nephew, Dago, shout out to my nephew, Dago. He shot me a video and pretty much said, "What is up with this?" So I'll send it to y'all. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think, Hunt.
Who are you? Who are we? We are that platoon.
Who are you? Who are we? We are that platoon.
Bro, imagine them going to war. What they gonna do? TikTok dances? Oh my, we're screwed, bro. We are screwed.
Yeah. You know, nothing turns up my rage more than seeing some undisciplined characters doing stupidities on TikTok or Facebook or whatever the hell it is. I know Hunt don't give two craps about it. And I'm going to bet bro on this. Why do they have to do this stupid shit on fucking line, Hunt?
Why not? One,
because they're soldiers.
Oh, wait, unit morale. Like, you know what?
Fuck morale. That's embarrassing, bro.
Bro, how much embarrassing shit did we do? It didn't matter if it was online or not.
Yes,
we
it
did
does.
A lot of embarrassing
Yes, it does. We did do embarrassing shit out in the field. We did embarrassing shit, but we never recorded it, and we never put it out there. And if we did record it, we didn't put it out there on social media. We had Facebook, Hunt. We had MySpace. I'm sorry, we had MySpace and we had Facebook, and we never put up stupid shit like that, man.
We weren't thinking about it like that then. Like social media wasn't as big as a presence as it is now. So yeah, we did have MySpace, but we weren't thinking about, hey, listen, let me upload this shit. We didn't just see the power of social media back then. We seen it as farmland. Remember the fucking old school game Farmland?
Yes.
And everybody wanted to have like the latest SpongeBob in their fucking background from MySpace. That's all it was about, is having the best background in the music on MySpace. We weren't.
You don't find that to be an embarrassment to the military whatsoever?
No, I don't think it's embarrassment to the military. I don't think it has anything to do with to people's capacity to fight a war. Well, like I said, it's just unit morale.
Fuck. That right there, they could keep that motherfucking morale out in West Hollywood. Keep that shit off my gun line. Keep that in the soft skills MOSs. You will not see videos. Now, don't get it twisted. There have been videos where we've done parodies. For example, Call Me Maybe, when it was a parody of that video. But this shit right there, that's not unit morale. That's unit embarrassment, bro. Honestly, that's an embarrassment. It just is what it is. That's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I just think that's an embarrassment. I think that the way that the Army is right now is fucking disgusting. And who's going to take y'all serious? Who's going to take y'all serious? That's my opinion. Go ahead. What you got?
The thing, too, is like, hey, listen, you don't have to take us serious, but you can always fuck around and find out.
Oh, I could
take me serious.
Oh, shit. Don't test me. I'll go up there and test those motherfuckers.
Matter of fact, underestimate me. That's what I want. I want you to underestimate me. Because then, when those fucking soldiers show up on your front door, when them goddamn B-2 bombers, them B-52s, them F-22s, F-35s, 18s, 15s, 16s.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. Let me go ahead and bring them back up real quick. let's see. Where is it? Where is the video? Let me see. Is it going to be this one? No. Let's go with this one. No. I'm trying to find the right one where we can both be on it. And then, here it is. This one. All right. So check it. There's nothing about this guy here and the rest of his fucking unit.
Who are we? We are that platoon.
That says to me that they are certified murkers. There's nothing about to me what they scream either Seaburn, Supply, or somewhere in the S1. But the problem that I have with this is that this is not the type of shit you be doing. If you're gonna do this shit, don't do it in uniform. Is that too much to ask? Don't do that in uniform.
Yeah, listen, like you have to.
Is there no respect for the uniform then?
How is it? One thing I have to say.
Go ahead.
I got how you feel, but is anything about this? Did anybody say anything about this is going against UCMJ? What about the Uniform Code of Military Justice? Does this violate?
I don't know. There's been so many changes to that shit lately.
Oh, if there's no change, if it doesn't violate it, then guess what? They're within good order and discipline. If it violates it,
it detracts from the uniform. It just takes away from the professionalism of what a soldier's supposed to do. I don't know. I'm a vet bro for a reason, and this is it right here. This is an embarrassment, but I could definitely say you guys are probably a bunch of cooks anyway, so whatever.
Yeah,
just
you and Big Chief, he just got like, well, I don't know if you like seen his shit lately, but oh my God.
Who?
Big Chief.
I haven't, but he's been going on a rant or?
Yeah, I'll send you the shit.
I mean, I know he pops up every one. I don't go on TikTok that much anymore, man. Yeah, it's not my thing.
I'll send you his shit.
All right, cool. All right, well, with that being said, that's what I want to know. What's going on with my beloved army? I think it's pretty much the army is now. Yeah. But it's all good.
So here's the deal. There have been people in that community serving in this country forever.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Not something that's new.
I know. But oh my God. See, there you go, taking this shit so literally, dog. Okay, so here's the thing. I'll give you an example. One of my good homies from Korea. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but he knows who he is. He was on the live a couple lives back. That motherfucker, we knew he was in a combat MOS. He just retired First Sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Hard charging, and we knew he was what he was. You know what I'm saying? He came up through DADT. You know what I mean? We respected the shit out that motherfucker. We still respected him. It's not like we lost any respect or any kind of like pride for him or anything like that. You are who you are. You do what you do. Just be good at your job. But when you start doing retarded shit like that on fucking YouTube or TikTok,
but how do you know they're not good at their job? How do you know they're not good at their job just because of skit that they
I'm saying, what they're doing right here is an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to the uniform. It's embarrassment to the military. It's embarrassment to those who don that uniform. It really is. You should have a little more respect and common courtesy for the uniform. That's all I'm saying.
If that's the case, then you could say that with anybody. You could say some of the ones that like have like the filters on and their faces all fucked up and they're just in their fucking uniforms. That's disrespecting it. No, and they're making funny videos.
Oh, hell yeah. Anybody that's doing anything stupid and retarded in uniform, yeah. I'm 100% with that. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay, so did you ever see the thing, right, where this dude, he was from 10th Mountain. He would be like, hey, bub, what do you call this? And they say it, and he'd be like, You know what? Okay, guess what? That's stupid in uniform. You're disrespecting uniform with that stupid shit.
That was funny. That
was funny. So so once again, it's subjective.
Okay, I'll play your game. I'm stepping up to bat, baby. I'll play your game. One is an embarrassment to the uniform, to the fucking military community, because we look like a bunch of fucking retards saying, we're not that platoon, we're that platoon. Shut the fuck up and get that platoon out of that motherfucking area and go to work. Don't look stupid. You're gonna do that for yourself? Do it for your fucking friends and your buddy, but don't fucking put this shit on TikTok where everybody is gonna be able to scrutinize and pretty much be like, damn, that's what the military is now? That's what the fucking army is now? You ever wonder why the army gets shit on by every other fucking branch? It's because of shit like that. It's because of shit like that.
Once again, it's subjective.
You call it subjective all you want, but it's the reality.
No, it's subjective because I could say that what that dude was doing was unprofessional.
You can say it, yeah.
Just like how your perception is that what they're doing is unprofessional and it takes away from the
I'm
uniform.
not saying, okay, I'm not going to say what he was doing in uniform is not unprofessional. It is. It is.
It
But
takes away from
one
the
makes us
uniform.
look weak, and the other one is just a fool being a fucking fool.
So why doesn't that fool make the army look weak? Because he's fooling around too in uniform. So
He's
now
making
I'm just
up.
taking the army as a fucking joke. They're undisciplined. They joke around. They don't want to fucking train. And he's not even in the soft MOS. So what am I supposed to say? These hard MOSs, they joke around all fucking day?
Oh,
It's
God,
subjective.
Harden was act gayer than any other motherfucker in the world. I'll throw that out there. So I'm just saying it detracts from the uniform and it looks retarded. That's just my 2 cents. Now, let's talk the DNC, baby. Yesterday was the first day of the DNC. I try to stay up as long as to see Biden give his speech. I really wanted to see it because at the end of the day, whether I agree or disagree with the politics of the DNC or the Democrat side, I still respect the office of the presidency, believe it or not. All right. So I don't respect the president, but I will still listen to him, and I still wanted to hear what he had to say. Unfortunately, I passed the fuck out. I really wanted to see what AOC's dumbass wanted to say too. But unfortunately, I only made it to the point where I saw this one lady talk. And well, Hunt, how much of the DNC did you watch, bro?
So I was watching the majority of it. Like there's some people that I just didn't watch or I muted or whatever. But you know, I think I know ladies you're talking about. So a lot of people, you know, I felt a certain way about it. I think people had strong messages. I do believe that the DNC itself they were getting a little bit crazy with it felt like they were trying to force people to do these cult-like chants.
Oh, really? What were they saying?
Just like who was it? Shit. He's from fucking God damn it. He's from fucking he's bald headed. Chris Coons. He was trying to force people to say like "Thank you, Joe" or "We love Joe," and it's like, bro, you're forcing this shit, and it looks so fucking cringe.
That's the worst.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other things. I will say this. I hate how fucking hypocritical the DNC is because they gave Hillary what seemed like a 5 to 10 minute standing ovation, and she kept trying to speak, and it was like, where was this enthusiasm in 2016? When we needed y'all to do this shit so we wouldn't have the problems we had from 2017 to 2021. Like, where was all this for her then? Like, shut the fuck up, guys.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Did she say anything worth listening to?
Yeah, it was, man, there was a couple of points that she talked about. She kind of nodded her head a little bit when the crowd started chanting, "Lock him up." And I was like, yeah, I know she wanted to say that shit too.
Hey, I mean, it's funny because she didn't get locked up and she deserved it if anybody did. But let's talk about Kamala. Kamala made an appearance, which I think that was pretty cool of her to show up, on the first night. Give the people their money's worth, the ones that are out there right now, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, a lot of folks pay a lot of money to go out there and support their candidates. So, I mean, I think that was pretty cool of her. I can't stand her voice, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm trying to force myself to actually get beyond my perceived or my prejudices that I have. You know what I mean? I'm really trying hard, believe it or not.
Well, a lot of it stem from misogyny and
no, it has nothing to do with misogyny. Actually, it has absolutely nothing to do with misogyny. And the fact that you're even bringing that up is fucking a slap in the face, Hunt. Because I supported a fucking female over that bitch. I supported a female over Trump. There's nothing misogynistic about it. Nothing.
It's the machismo.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. Because if it would have been Tulsi Gabbard up there, I would be supporting the shit out of her.
Tulsi Gabbard is a fucking idiot.
Okay, why is she an idiot? Tell me why.
She has no fucking. All right. One second. All right, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, you got it. So my boy Hunt here just called me misogynistic, and he just called me, and he called Tulsi Gabbard an idiot. Meanwhile, he backs up a fucking 13 Bravo wannabe command sergeant major who retired as a master sergeant, quit his post, and he left his soldiers in the rear so he wouldn't go out. And
Okay.
his excuse was that he didn't go because he was going to go into Congress. Yet Tulsi Gabbard managed to somehow serve in Congress and still serve her nation at the same fucking time with 2 deployments. And still, actually, one of the reasons she was unable to continue debating back in 2020 was because she had to go on another deployment to a different country. So, misogynistic? I don't think so.
It is
I will
your
play your game with that
machismo.
one, but I'm not misogynistic.
It is your Latin machismo misogynistic thing going on right now.
You's a fool.
So
You's a fool.
I just did a good deed, right? And I love doing stuff like this, right? So the people that came, kind of take away for a second, and we can
Yeah.
So that, you know, the people that came to clean the carpet. This is what you got to show appreciation to people, right? The people that came to do my carpet real quick, and I was like, hey guys, listen, when y'all get done, y'all want some creamsicles? They was like, yeah, man, appreciate it. It's like, here, man, take the creamsicles. So anytime that somebody comes to your house, ladies and gentlemen, and they do something, offer them a bottle of water, offer them, you know, ice cream, especially if it's hot outside, man. Just offer them something, man. Let them know that you appreciate them coming in and doing some service for you.
You mind if I ask something from you, Hunt?
Yeah.
Is that not just standard data, though?
It should be, but you would be surprised how many people don't do that.
Really?
When I do that, people like, they'll be like, thank you, man. You know, we hardly ever get this. And it's like,
wow,
that's crazy.
That is to me, because I've had quite a few services that people come over to my house, whether it's, you know, when we got a new bed or we got a new whatever, when they come in, you know, first thing I ask them, like, hey, you guys want something to drink? You guys want water or something? They're like, oh yeah, definitely, please. And then depending on how cool they are, I'll ask them, hey, want something for the road? you know, and yeah, dog, and they'll be like, for real? I'm like, yeah, for real. And they'll be like, okay. And I just crack it open for them, be like, here you go, man. You know, because at the end of the day, I know what it's like, and you know what it's like doing hard work like that. You know what I'm saying? We know what it's like being out there humping heavy shit, whether it's furniture, whether it's fucking, you know, appliances, or if it's fucking humping rounds. You know, it gets tiresome. But back to the DNC. So Kamala, I'm really trying to like it. The reasons I don't like her is because of her. To me, honestly, she just seems very fucking shady and very just fucking. There's something about her, bro. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the black skin. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's
why I get called
I
fucking racist here.
That's why I feel the same way I feel about Tulsi. Like there is something about her that just screams like, nah, this. My NCO antennas. My NCO antennas go up, and it's like, nah.
You stop liking Tulsi when she dropped Kamala. You stopped liking Tulsi.
I've never liked Tulsi. There was not one time. I've never.
I'm just saying, you weren't going hard on her like you do now.
I've never liked Tulsi. Even when she was running against Hillary, didn't like her. When she ran whenever, I didn't like Tulsi. I was like, no, you're not it. And especially when she did her little bullshit flip-flop wishy-washy shit. Like,
what flip-flop wishy-washy shit?
Okay, so like she to me is like a Christian cinema, whoever the fuck is.
Oh God, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Arizona.
Like you, like just say who you want to run is. Like say you want to run as a fucking rhino, and there would have been rhinos out there that fucking.
I'm sorry, but I believe that she actually believes in the Democrats' fucking ideology of the way it used to be, not this retardedness that they're passing out now, like in California. That's what I think. You know, God forbid that somebody sticks to fucking way. You know what? I get it. Democrats want to be this progressiveness party where they keep going and going and going, and eventually we're all just neutered, fucking multiple gendered, and fucking your children can make decisions that they want. I get that they want that, but it's not reality. It's not stuck in reality. Either way, I'm not just misogynistic because I love Tulsi. I will support Tulsi over any candidate right now, any of them, and hopefully she does a good job with what's his name. But I want to get to something with the fucking DNC. I'm trying to like her. I'm trying to like Kamala. Back to my whole thing. I'm trying to like her. I really am, because in the event that she does win, you know, I don't want to just fucking focus on the negative things on her. Yeah, unlike any other people who just like to throw sling mud and shit about other candidates, I actually want to know what people like about her. You know what I mean? I do. I want to know what people like about her. I'm trying to stay away from. I want to listen to her talk. I really do. You know, I get we all make fuck ups and flubs when we talk on TV. She's had one too many. So I want to hear her talk, and I want to hear where her ideas are. I'll give you one quick one, Hunt. Tell me where she's going to get the money for the $25,000 homes, new homeowner grant.
See, if I told you that, that'd be like I'm reading her mind. Now, what everybody should do, and like I've said this before, right? Y'all are playing chess when it comes to her, like wanting to speak, wanting to speak. This woman is keeping y'all on the edge of the seats. One, so she could y'all can say it's the truth. She wants to debate Trump. So she knows right now that all these questions are going to come up in the debate. That's when I need to give you the fucking answers. When I know that not only the Democrats are going to be looking, but the Republicans are going to be looking. And then that way, shit's not going to be taken. They're not going to put a little snippet here, a little snippet here. No, because we know how his base loves the fuck out of him. So now I not only got the Democrats' attention, I got your base's attention because they've been wanting to hear me talk about my policies. So now I get to talk about that and prosecute my case against you at the same time.
It's going to be funny. I mean, I hope it's actually a good debate, but I think it's going to be really funny. And what's sadness is that we're all watching it only honestly to see what fireworks go off rather than to actually listen to policy and what's good for the country. That's the embarrassing part of this whole situation, man. Honestly, I think it's that, it's because it's just a big ass reality show as to who's going to be the president, But
if we didn't have a reality TV star in the get-go trying to run for president, we wouldn't have this fucking shit we're in right now.
Oh, please, we got a fucking Real Housewife of fucking San Francisco. Let's not even go
where's
there.
The proof? Where's the proof that of all this stuff that everybody says?
Really?
Where's the proof?
You know what? You search it.
I don't want to search it. I'm not looking for it.
Do your research. And don't just look up.
That's throwing these allegations about her around.
Hey, like I said, I've done my research. You do your cooking. So with that said, let's cook, hon. Let's cook. It's all you, baby. DNC, what are you expecting the rest of the week?
Well, today I'm going to be glued to the TV because the greatest president in United States history is going to talk. That is one Barack Obama. He will be speaking today. So all my attention will be focused on there. I honestly and truly, even though this is months away, I honestly and truly see her winning. I think it's going to be another close race. I think that because she wins there, and I hope this doesn't happen, that there's going to be a big January 6th style shit where it's just going to be horrible. It's unfortunate.
There's going to be another protest, and some people might actually do something stupid like the Black Lives Matter movement did during the whole year 2020.
So since I did my research, and I'm not afraid to say this, it's funny that 7% of all the demonstrations that went on were violent, and out of those 7%, they were always done with an outside agitator. We caught it during George Floyd. This is how fucked up it is, right?
I love this.
This is how fucked up it is. Like everybody wants to say it was Black Lives Matter that started the riot during this George Floyd one. When it is irrefutable evidence of a white person smashing the AutoZone windows that started the fucking riots. And then on top of that, here's another one that happened, right? There was I'm gonna give you the crumbs to the library. He was an Air Force staff sergeant, which is an E5, right? He was an Air Force staff sergeant out in California. He was part of the Boogaloo Boys. He was one of the ones that was an outside agitator at a Black Lives Matter rally and wound up, getting, he, took his weapon and decided to pull the trigger at 2 cops. Once again, this happened at their rally, but these are people that are outside agitators doing this. And everybody wants to blame that on them. And it's like, hey, look at the fucking news of who did this.
And do the same thing with January 6th, though. Do the same thing with January 6th.
With January 6th?
Yeah, do the same thing. The same research you did about the outside agitators, do the same thing with January 6th. You'd be surprised what you find.
Yeah, you know what I was surprised I found was the fact that there was supposed to be nobody there due to lockdowns. Check or hold. Nobody was supposed to be in the Capitol due to lockdowns from COVID. Guess what happened? We've seen irrefutable proof of a fucking shit ton of people. A lot did not get in. There was a lot of people that didn't get in. We've seen from the police body cam how they were pushing them, beating them, stripping them of their shit. Because we've seen this from the body cam. We've seen Ashley Babbitt. Shout out to Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt decided to sit this election out this year. We don't have to worry about her vote this year. If y'all don't know who Ashley Babbitt is, hey, listen, she fucked around and she found out. And you know what? That guy deserves the Congressional Medal of Honor. Not the Congressional Medal of Honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Because according to Trump, that's higher and more respectable than the fucking Medal of Honor.
Didn't say that. Don't take it out of context. You're taking that in
Everything is
context.
always like I don't
No,
understand
you
why
are taking that in
every
context. Did you
single
watch the
thing-
video? Did you watch the video?
Yes, I watched it. Like,
And
come on, bro.
And he said those words that you're saying right now. Did he say
said
those
it's-
words you're saying right now?
No. So what he was saying that it's easier
Thank you.
to get. He said it's easier to get that, and it's more respectable because the people that
He
get
did
the
not say
fucking
that
Medal of
either.
Honor
He
are
did
all
not
fucked
say
up.
that.
They're
Fine.
shot.
He didn't
He
say.
said they
Bro,
were
you're
all.
lying.
He did not say they're.
You know what?
fucked
I'm
up.
gonna say what people say. You're spreading misinformation.
How? I didn't.
Because
so
that's a
his
fucking
exact
lie.
words
That's the
were.
reaction to the video.
His exact words were not fucked up. He didn't curse. But when you're talking about, like, you come back all fucked up and you got to go, shoot this. You got to get shot up and you're this, that, and the third. And it's like easier just to get this shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Everything he says is always taken out of context.
It's
and I
so
don't
funny
understand
to
why
me
y'all give him a
because
pass.
I'll tell you why. Because the same way I hear Kamala is the same way you hear Trump.
No.
Yes, it's exactly what it is, bro.
When did
It's
Kamala?
exactly what it is. That's
Like,
exactly
come
what it
on.
is.
For you to be the vet, bro, like,
Yeah.
and you to talk about what is happening in my army,
Bro,
how can you say that somebody that
I
blatantly
did a reaction to it.
even
I did a reaction to it.
who's that?
I did a reaction.
John Kelly in the last 2 years have came out and fucking said, you know what? Yes, he did disrespect those fallen people by calling them suckers and losers.
And you know
yes,
what?
he did do this. So everybody says it's always taken out of context.
Is that fucking concrete evidence? Do you have them on tape?
Yes. Did you?
Bullshit.
He's been on record of saying this shit.
Oh, I heard what he said about McCain. I'm not
No,
denying.
I'm talking about John Kelly.
Okay, again, unless I heard him saying that shit, I ain't gonna believe it. I'm not. I'm sorry. One thing I've learned, and I know you've learned as well, is that unless you hear that shit, you don't believe that shit.
So where did you see motherfucking Kamala Harris supposed to be sucking dick to get the position she was in?
From the people whose dick she sucked.
Who? So these motherfuckers can't lie? And whose position? Who are these people? What are their names?
If it was one or two people that were making these accusations,
who are the people?
One. You know what's funny? Again, hon, you're gonna support her because that's who you support. I get it, dog. I'm not here to try to convince you.
I just want to know one person's name.
I'm just letting you know. You do your research.
Who
the people out there, y'all go do your research.
Who is the person? Who are the people?
You go do your research. You go find it yourself. I'm just laying it out here, baby. I'm letting you cook. But no, again, back to it. I don't think she's gonna win simply because she is Kamala, and I don't think she deserves that spot to be like the first one, the first woman president. Actually, I don't think so. She doesn't deserve it. I think
the vice president doesn't deserve to have to.
I don't think so. And I don't. I just don't.
Reality
She became a fucking vice president because the fucking president said, "I want a woman." That is not qualifying to be a fucking president or a fucking vice president.
Somebody that was the majority of the presidents have been lawyers, and that's a fact.
That has nothing to do with the
once
presidency in China. If Biden could have just gone on there and just said, I'm gonna look at the qualifications of the people that I'm gonna select. But when he specifically pointed out, I'm gonna pick a woman for vice president, all of a sudden, any qualifications that she had are null and void, because now you just selected her, especially after her. Bro, she was selected by the Clinton machine because she is a Clinton puppet. She is an empty suit that runs for the Clintons. That's all she is. She is what Tulsi was until Tulsi called out Hillary for being a hypocritical bitch and doing Bernie Sanders. And then that's when Tulsi became a Russian asset. That's when Tulsi became a useful idiot. That's when Tulsi became a Trojan horse. Meanwhile, Tulsi has served in that motherfucking uniform longer than any of them have deployed combat, unlike that fucking Tim Walz faggot. So, you know what? Honestly, I'm just saying. That's damn.
Yeah, so
I'm
like
letting you cook and you make me cook here.
Heaven forbid somebody goes to Howard, and get a law degree. And guess what? You did all that work. You went to Howard. You got your law degree, and you're still not qualified. And you know what? That's bullshit. Because once again, it doesn't matter. Just because I say I want a woman to do this does not mean that woman is not going to have the qualifications, the education, and the fucking political wherewithal to do the fucking job. I'm just specifically saying, you know what? I want to have this is the type of representation I want. Because guess what? At the end of the day,
left the woman part out of it, there wouldn't have been an issue for them.
No,
not for me. Again, I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah,
so,
I feel you.
You know, not for me. I know that the rest of the world will see it a different way, and that's on them. But for me, had you left out the whole fucking, I'm gonna select this, I'm gonna select that, I'm gonna select this. You're obviously just, I mean, honestly, as her, she should have been fucking felt like, yo, why don't you look at me for my qualifications against who you think is equivalent? You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, though.
What I think.
Bro, so once again, like it's funny, just because you say that I'm going to do this, this is who I want. I want a woman. That does not negate the fact that they have qualifications. It doesn't.
Okay.
It does not. It doesn't.
It doesn't take away from the fact that she has qualifications, but it does take away from the competitiveness that you could have been. You know what I mean?
So no. So once again,
I think everybody that's gonna fucking get a vice president, everybody's gonna be president. They should say, I'm gonna get a white guy, I'm gonna get a brown guy, I'm gonna get a black woman, I'm gonna get a Hispanic woman. They should let it be known what they're looking for. That way we know who to already pinpoint who they're gonna go for.
Who they're gonna go? That's the thing. If they do it, okay, that's who you want to choose because you want representation. You don't want the fucking same shit. If you look at all the fucking presidents under the Constitution, right, and vice presidents, 2 have fucking been different. So these motherfuckers could have been like, so you mean to tell me that the only qualified motherfuckers have been white fucking men?
I'm not saying that the whole time it's only been white fucking men.
But guess what? That's who they.
But that's who has been fucking brought up upon. Now, I'm not gonna be fucking naive and say that racism and sexism doesn't exist. All right, I'm not that stupid or naive. I'm not. But I will say that you, not you per se, but when people, okay, let's say Biden wanted us to break the wheel, like fucking Daenerys over here, and having white old people in power, right? Right? That's what he wanted to do, right? Change the fucking. He wanted to change what the perception was of people in power, right?
Yeah, to make it look.
Okay, like, why didn't he say Kamala's gonna be the fucking president? I'll be the vice president. There, you make your change then, Biden. Oh, exactly. How stupid does that sound?
Why would he?
Because he's tired of seeing the white people in power.
No, that analogy is flat out stupid. Why would I say after I have secured the nomination in the first place? And hold up. So we're talking 2020. I've secured the nomination, right? So then why would I then say, you know what? Fuck you. Even though I wanted to do this, I want to be the vice president. Even though y'all chose me, y'all gave me all the delegates. Now I want to be the vice president. I want this person. It makes no fucking sense. It's kind of
fucking funny how Kamala ended up being his fucking vice president. You don't think that he's not the one that selected it, but somebody selected it for him? You don't think that?
So man, you don't think so you don't think the Heritage Foundation played a role to do with fucking Pence because you know what? He's this super American Christian?
Probably.
Yeah, and I don't, Clinton, you know the reason why I'm not believing this shit with Clinton? Because they had fucking beef at 2016. 2016 is when Biden originally wanted to run, but Obama was like, no, let Clinton do it. It's her fucking turn. So Clinton and Biden had fucking beef at that time. Like, Clinton bailed out the DNC.
Who do you think would have won if Biden wouldn't have fucking showed up? Who do you think they would have ran? You talking had a viable chance
in 2016? No, 2020.
In 2020,
Bernie.
And why didn't he go?
Because Bernie did go in 2016. I mean 2020.
You don't think he was fucking sidelined or thrown out, or his ambitions may have been pushed away because of the Clinton machine?
No.
Same as in 2016?
No. What happened is Jim Clyburn got involved. Jim Clyburn got involved, and it resurrected Biden in South Carolina, man.
All right, man. You believe it?
Yes. So I'm wrong for believing that, but like you can believe that Trump, everything he says is always taken out of
I'm not saying everything he says gets ever taken out of context. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not. As a matter of fact, if you guys want to go ahead and look a couple back,
it was like 2 days ago.
Just go a couple episodes back, and you'll see the one that says Donnie Tizzle said what, and go ahead and check out that reaction video. All right. Go ahead and see it. You'll see it in full context, and you'll see my breakdown to it. So now I will say what he said is stupid. 100% makes no sense. But the only thing they're equivalent in is probably, like I said in the video, that is the highest award or honor you can receive. One in the military side, one on the civilian side. That's the only thing they have an equivalency. Other than that, nothing whatsoever. Because I am not going to compare Roy Benavides to Ellen fucking DeGeneres. Not happening.
Yeah, everybody would be stupid to do that.
Exactly. And then secondly, the part where he says, people get fucked up to get that. Yeah, in order to get the Medal of Honor, you get fucked up. A lot of people, 9 times out of 10, probably are posthumously receiving it. So he said, if you listen to it, it's better to receive the Medal of Freedom because you ain't getting fucked up. That's what he said. But again, hey, you guys go and interpret it however you want to interpret it.
I want
you go check out my video and you'll see it there.
I want you to, when you get off of this, listen to John Kelly's response to that. John Kelly was the longest serving chief of staff for Donald Trump, right? 4-star retired general. The man's son lost his life in Afghanistan, right? So I want you to listen to what this 4-star Marine general, who Trump picked himself to be his chief of staff. I want you to listen to what he said about that and how he feels about that.
And that's cool. Everybody's
being a gold star dad.
And everybody's going to have their feelings on how shit is said. All right?
And there's some shit, when it comes to, listen, I'm not patriotic. I make no bones about it. But there is some shit that just is sacred. And there's some shit that you never should I wouldn't even compare it in the get-go.
I agree.
And to do that is such a disrespect to everybody that has earned that, especially when you never had the balls to do that shit. Never had the balls to fucking join. How dare you compare you giving a fucking medal to somebody that had the balls to go do some shit? So fuck Trump. Like, no, listen, I'm not patriotic, but one thing I do believe in is supporting, believe it or not, veterans, my brothers and sisters that was past, present, and future that's going to be in arms.
And I agree with you 100%.
Commander-in-Chief, anybody talking shit about it.
So, and here's the funny thing about it all. At the end of the day, I even said it on the reaction, Trump needs to keep the motherfucking military out of his mouth. He does. He doesn't need to be talking about that shit. He needs to fucking talk about what kept us afloat, what made his fucking presidency a positive one. He needs to focus on that and leave the military banter to Vance. Let them talk that shit. Let them talk it. And say what you want about it, as long as it don't fucking matter. It's just a dick measuring contest at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, trust me, I can do it too. I think
exactly.
Vance would be good at writing about it because that's all he fucking knows how to do.
Hey, who knows? Did he fucking go out on missions? Did he go out and shoot more than his camera? I don't know. But is he claiming he did? No, he ain't. Unlike the other one that claimed he went to fucking war and, never went. Actually, turns out that he was a bitch-made motherfucker and a coward and let his boys go without him. I'm just saying. I'm taking up for a fucking jarhead over a soldier who's a 13 Bravo? Damn. I never thought I'd see that day.
Damn, I mean, that's what happens when you just have this strong disgust for Democrats.
It's not a disgust for Democrats. It's not even a strong disgust for them. It's an opposing view, and I don't like the policies. What's funny is there's a lot of things that the Democrats I agree with, and there's a lot of things with the fucking Republicans I agree with. It's just I lean more conservative than progressive. That's just me. If things were like, I'll go back to again, ask your country what you can do for it, and not what your country can do for you. And right now it's gimme, 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 country, gimme, gimme, gimme. Again, I'm gonna throw out this question to everybody out there. I did a fucking video about Kamala giving $25,000 out for first-time home buyers. I want you to go do some research on it. I did some research on it. It sounds good. It briefs really well. But if your parents already owned a house in your lifetime, you can't get that money. Already, let y'all know. Bubble burst.
How can your parent? How?
Exactly.
No, I'm gonna do my research on that.
Do your research. Because check this out. I thought this was something new that she was coming up with. They talked about this shit about 3 years ago, and it turns out that according to the way they're working it, that if your parents already owned a home, you can't buy one. if you've already owned a home, obviously you can't buy one because you're a first-time home buyer, supposed to be, right? Then if you're a first-time home buyer and your spouse isn't, if they owned a home at some point in their life, they don't qualify and you don't qualify because even though they're not on the list, they're not a first-time home buyer. There's a lot of criteria that was in it, bro. It was like fucking stupid. It was like, damn, this almost feels like I'm doing a trips to go fucking on vacation out of a 150-mile radius.
Well, at that point, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because like you're saying, it's all this stuff, but then you don't have to worry about all this money coming up because there's going to be so many disqualifications.
And not only that, bro. I mean, all people are going to do is just up the fucking price another 25 G's. And that's just going to cause another fucking bubble, like in 2007 to 2008, and go.
Yeah, who's president in 2007 and 2008?
I know.
Who's the president?
George W. You make it sound like I just care about fucking Republicans. I don't toe party lines like you do, huh?
Who says
I can break away from the party line. I can break away from the party line. Again, Tulsi Gabbard was a fucking Democrat. She was a fucking Democrat until she got fucking
y'all just hate Hillary. Like I understand the hatred for Hillary. I really do.
Do you?
I understand the hatred and the misogyny when it comes to Hillary.
There you go with that word misogyny. Just call me racist. Don't just tell me I'm a fucking racist then.
No,
you want to call me a misogynist? Call me a racist then.
No,
tell
man.
me I hate black people.
No, man, listen, I just
say it. I'm a misogynist, dog. I'm a misogynist because I hate Hillary Clinton. Fuck that cunt. Fuck her. She let 13 motherfucking Americans die in Benghazi. That's right. Let's laugh about that, huh? Let's laugh about the 13 lives.
No.
Let's laugh about that. Let's laugh about the motherfuckers that got left in Afghanistan and died out there, huh? Under fucking Biden and Kamala's watch.
We talked about I destroyed that narrative on my live. I think you were there. And here's the deal. Once again, I'm going to say his initials. JC, right? He was the captain. His dad was a fucking ambassador. So guess what? His dad knew exactly everything that happened. So one, Hillary had already tried to get extra security for those motherfuckers prior to that. Two, it's a fucking everything that we know and being told is a fucking lie about that shit. Plain and simple. Does it ultimately fall on her and fucking what's it called? Because that request did not get approved? Yes, it does.
There you go.
Once somebody tries to do that, no. It's not like she didn't approve it. She was like, hey, listen, we need to get them this shit. So when she even tried to be like, hey, listen, they're requesting this shit and it didn't get approved, that's not on her. So now I can understand since she's the head of the State Department, anything that happens is going to be on her because it's a State Department. Those people directly work under her. It's got to go somewhere. And the buck stops
somewhere, right?
Yeah. But once again, we can't acknowledge that, prior to that, she did advocate for her.
That bitch can fucking burn in hell. Fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her goddamn. Oh, just fuck her. I don't really care about
that misogyny coming out, man.
It is, man.
Let it breathe,
I'm gonna be racist too, man. I'm a racist misogynist, dog. I'm a racist misogynist. I hate my people too.
Hey, you feel that? That's me under your skin, baby.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie, you're getting there though. This is about as far as you've gotten to it before. Because one thing I'll be honest, one thing I don't like is being called something that I'm not.
Yeah.
Then that's one thing I don't like. That'll be like me calling you racist, or like, and I know it doesn't bother you. I know it doesn't, but it bothers me.
I've been called worse.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. I've been called an Uncle Tom. I've been called a fucking sellout. I've been called all this shit. Why? Because I refuse to fucking be a lemming and just follow what people fucking. And I tend to do my own research. Just because the same way as you guys call fucking black guys coons because they don't agree with everything you say. You don't think that's a bit fucking a bit harsh? Why? Because people want to think a fucking separate way. They got to be mocked and called something different. See, well, that would be like me saying, "Oh, you're just a libtard." That's like me saying, "Oh, you're just somebody who just fucking won't take your blinders off and just wants to think about what the left says." But I don't say that because I don't go down to that level. You see what I'm saying?
You should be proud to be called an Uncle Tom.
No, I'm not proud of being called anything but fucking Lopez, Danny, or Chief.
No, well, this is the reason why, because he helped his people. And that's why people, when they say that, they never read fucking Uncle Tom.
You're right.
So when somebody says you were Uncle Tom, guess what? I'm helping my people get to somewhere that they need to be.
The meaning behind it is all. It's the meaning behind it. You might as well say I'm the black dude from Django Unchained.
Who, Steven?
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I mean, because again, one thing I never done and I don't do is call people out of their fucking names. Not people that I, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I don't do. Unless it's fucking Freeman or Wilson or yeah. Oh yeah, you did it. You did it. You did it.
Look at this dude, he's red.
I've never called you out of your name, Hunt. I've never called you out of your name.
Bro, oh my God, dude.
I never have, bro. And don't think this is gonna fucking break our friendship or anything.
No, because we're gonna get on FaceTime after this.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is this is the first time that you really got under my skin like that. You know what I mean? Because I've never, ever, aside from angry black man rants, aside from that.
Oh, that, you know what? You called me out of my name. I was an angry black man.
No, that's different. Because being called a misogynist, having 2 daughters, that's a bit of a fucking breaker there.
See, and that's something else that I wanted to talk about too, right?
Fucking flies.
When for instance, right? This is something too.
Yeah, you got it.
And when we talk about that, not we, when you say that, oh, she got here because of she was doing this, she was doing that, she was doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are lies. Plain and simple. Now, we know people lie on each other all the time.
All the time.
So as a father that has daughters too, and I know what my daughter's capable of, and I know that she's a very intelligent woman, I would hate to think that she got to where she was at, and people are saying that she had to do all these fucking favors. So as a father, I wouldn't even go around repeating them shits, because I know that my daughter would be smart, educated, and wouldn't need to do that shit. But I do know that there's people that would make them lies up about it.
Now, here's the thing. Do I honestly think that Kamala Harris is fucking stupid? Obviously not. She wouldn't be a fucking lawyer if she was. I've never met a stupid lawyer. Now, I met some lawyers that had no common sense. I met some lawyers that are just book smart. Kamala is smart. Obviously, she's intelligent. She went to fucking school. You don't become a lawyer, you don't pass the bar. I don't care if you take that bitch 5 times. It's an extremely hard test. Now, where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's what I'll say. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So, did she do special favors to get to where she's at? Probably. Especially in the time frame that she was coming up in. It was a lot of, and I'm not throwing it against her. I'm just saying the time she came up in, it was a lot different than it is now. A motherfucker looks side eyes you and you're done. She was coming up in the 80s, right? Where motherfuckers were very sexual harassing, man. Very no. I'm just saying the hostile environment that she had to work in, she probably had to do work like that in order to move up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no.
Oh, say what you want. Hey, I'm just throwing out my opinion.
Yeah,
but I mean, I'm just saying.
In that case, like I said, man, that's why I don't do that. Because one, there's no proof of it, and it's all just hearsay. And once again, we can look at the environment that is going on right now. And no matter what anybody says, shit gets worse and worse and worse each generation, each year, each whatever. So if it was bad in the 80s, it was still bad in the 90s. They're trying to do something about it in the 2000s. 2010, it was blatant that it's out of control about certain shit that's going on. When they have the, the forcefulness that's going on. And we can see that within the army, how like they're trying to take that shit away from the commanders because there's a problem with it. Right. And if shit keeps getting worse, once again, when my daughter gets old enough and she decides that she wants to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever, now, like I said, people are going to swear up and down that, oh, why did she get that? She's not qualified. She must have did this and the third. How many times have people said that shit about women in the military in these high places? Well, she must have had to get where she's at. Oh, she only got promoted because
I heard. I've seen it. I've heard it. And I can tell you, I hate to sound like this, but there are some you can tell that have, and there's some that you can tell that haven't. And it's how they carry themselves and compose themselves. Now, you might want to say that it doesn't exist, Hunt, and that you don't see it, you're blind to it. No, there's fucking broads out there that suck a dick to fucking move up. And there's broads out there like our homegirl, Staff Sergeant Smith, who fucking is a cock diesel motherfucker who's out there with the dudes doing the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm not blind to it. I know it does happen, but I'm not going to say that. Oh, it happened to her. I know it happened to her. There's rumors about it. That all of a sudden, no one really cared until she was like, no one said shit when she was the fucking AG about it.
I'm sure they did, except that it was in California, so nobody gave 2 shits about it. Nobody gives a fuck about California politics because California is its own fucking entity.
No one even said it when like she was in the Senate. They weren't talking about, oh, she's only in the Senate because she did this, and that, and the third.
Again, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I never paid too much attention to her until 2020. I'd be lying to you if I even knew her name before 2020.
Yeah,
did you know her name?
No, that's the thing though. But
Exactly.
once she was in there and she was doing all these things, she was already there. No one said that like, hey, listen, there was no rumors about, oh, you know this new senator, this junior senator from California? Yeah, man, she was gobbling glizzies to get there.
I'm pretty sure there were already rumors going through there. But again, how many times do those rumors not go by there? Like you said, it's the same thing as the military, dog. It's the same thing as the military. You know, you're going to hear, oh, you hear about this one broad or you hear about that one broad, you know, and then it's up to you to make up your mind if you believe it or not. And I would say 7 times out of 10, I'll say 6 times, 7 times out of 10, it's true. It's true. I'm just saying 6 times to 7 times out of 10, it's true. You know, I mean, and again, that's none of my business. It ain't. What people do behind closed doors is none of my business. But when it comes out that when it's alleged that the only reason you got a certain position is because you get a certain favor, it's gonna come out.
Normally it's alleged by some fucking dude who was mad.
It's gonna be a hater.
Because he didn't get it. And all it takes is that one guy to say, you know what, she only did this, that, and the third. And now the rumor spread not knowing shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%, like a game of telephone.
Yeah, like I do know it happens. I don't think it happened in her case. I know within the army it happens sometimes, but I don't think it happens.
I'll say this. At another time and another time in life, or I would probably support her, but right now, just because of the way the global sphere is right now, honestly, I find Trump to be more in touch with not wanting to continue or prop up any new wars than I will with Kamala. Because the thing about Kamala, if I even saw a sign that she would push back with some of the things that she may not agree with, or some things that are not very popular within the Democrat Party, I'd be like, you know what? She's got something to stand on. You know what I mean? But the Democrat Party doesn't want that. They want somebody that's going to toe the party line and just do as I say. And what's going to continue happening? I personally feel, this is just me, I said this on the live a couple of days ago. I personally feel that if she does get into that position of a president, she's going to have to try to flex. All right? Because everybody's going to say how weak she is. She's going to feel one type of way or another, because they're going to think she's going to be thought of as being like weak because she's a woman. Now, anybody that thinks that about a woman, I'm sorry, sometimes y'all got to check yourselves. I know there's plenty of women out there that are strong, you know, and one thing you don't want to do is test a woman, because then she will flex. And the last thing we need is for her to say, oh, y'all think I'm weak? Let me show you how weak I am. And I'm not saying she's going to push a button, because it's obviously not that. I'm not going to go with that extreme like other motherfuckers. Like, oh, Trump's going to push the button. No, it doesn't happen. But what would happen is I can see her escalating something to where our troops are going to have to be involved in something that we shouldn't be involved. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the former president had to flex too. He was always flexing.
It was, and it worked as a deterrent.
So why are we are not willing to give her the grace to where she could flex and it working as a deterrent?
Okay, because I'm saying that she's not going to just flex. She's going to flex by fucking going overcorrecting and getting us involved in something. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe.
And that's just my fear. That's my fear. I don't think you ever seen The Godfather, where fucking Michael talks to fucking and tells him you're not a wartime consigliere. Yeah. I just don't think Kamala is a wartime president. Should she be a president during a time of peace? Sure, why not? But when we are this close to tensions with so much fucking at war, I honestly wish that we had somebody in there with fucking military, a military background. You know what I mean? Because they know what they're gonna get their people into and involved in. Fuck Trump, fuck Kamala, fuck them, fuck Vance, fuck Waltz. Give me a motherfucker that's been there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, Trump had that with fucking Milley. Milley was a great joint chief of staff, and he did not want to listen.
I agree with y'all on that shit, man. When y'all tell me like he did surround himself originally with, that's why I thought this motherfucker, he knows what he's doing. When he had Mattis with him, I was like, bam, he knows what he's doing. And then when he just started talking shit, bro, y'all think I respect this motherfucker? I like bow down to him. I don't. I just think who's gonna be best for our country at this time. And when you put idiot A and idiot B, I have to go for idiot Trump.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like you say, I told the party. I told you, listen, I would have voted for Adam Kinzinger. I love Adam Kinzinger. I think he's a very smart, very politically sound fucking Republican.
I don't even know who that is.
And there was another one. I want to say it's John Casey. He was in 2016. He was running too. Another sound Republican who could have and should have been the nominee in 2016. Right. These are all Republicans that are like, you know what? Your ideas are not extremists. They, you know what I'm saying? I can kind of get behind you.
Right.
You know, but Adam Kinzinger, he was actually one of the January 6th people, January 6th committee people. Him and Liz Cheney were like the only two, and he got like the boot because he was like, nope, this shit is wrong.
See, and that's another thing. Like when motherfuckers are just holding that line, like Trump is not a Republican to me. Trump is honestly an independent who fucking, hey, he knows that only one of the two of the fucking candidacy or parties are going to win. So he went with the right, with the Republicans, the conservatives. And honestly, I think a lot of people gravitated towards Trump because they were tired of the same old bullshit, Hunt. And I know you got to be tired of it too. The same old shit every 4 fucking years. It's the same shit. And every 4 years, it's the worst. It's the most important election of the fucking of your life. Every 4 years. It's never the most important one. They've been saying that shit since motherfucking W1 or Bush 1. But we need to stop being so divided as a country over these fucking political parties that don't really give two shits about us. You know what I mean? Hey, so vote for who you're gonna vote your heart out, and just hope for the best. Because at the end of the day, the president just presides. He doesn't make laws. Yeah. You want to fucking get your fucking laws passed? You want to see where your shit's going? You better fucking vote for your Senate and your fucking state representatives, your congressmen. That's who you need to vote for. Because again, the president presides, and all he does is either sign or veto. That's it.
Yeah, and you gotta be on them city councils too. And if you really want to change
from the ground up,
you get on the city council. Don't vote for the fucker to be on the city council. Go be on the city council.
That one dude you had on your live, the one that was from Cali, the one that spoke last, you know, he was on it. He was on like white on rice, talking about, you know, city council, your fucking state legislature, everything from the ground up. You know what I mean? And he was on it, very respectful. I could listen to him. And it was cool, you know. Then my daughter had to call me out. But anywho, and she just called me out right now. But anywho, she's telling me that she doesn't like hearing me talk politics. It's like I told my daughter, like, you know, if you're young and you're not a liberal, then you don't have a heart. But if you're old and if you're old and you're not a conservative, then you don't have a brain. Let me repeat that one more time. If you're young and you're not a liberal, then you don't have a heart. Because when you're young, you're liberal. But if you're old and you're not conservative, then you don't have a brain. Let that one sink in, y'all.
No, I know what you're talking about, but no, the fucking.
But no, I mean, even on the Democrat side, I'm really trying to think. Like the one that I did like, the one that I like, ended up going independent. Go figure, right?
Yeah. No, listen, I just think that this.
But I'm not talking about Tulsi. I'm talking about fucking West Virginia.
Oh, Manchin.
Mm-hmm. I could have got behind him.
Manchin held up a lot of things for no reason.
That's fine because he doesn't toe the party fucking line.
It's not about.
I'm okay with that.
It's not necessarily about towing the party line. It's like, hey, listen, this is going to be even stuff that would have been good for West Virginians. Right, there was in those bills that would have brought more jobs to West Virginia. You held it up because. Say what?
But what's attached to them? It's never just fucking a clean bill, bro. You know this, and that's why a lot of people stop shit because they're like, wait a minute, what do you have attached to this? What kind of fucking pork am I going to be voting for on top of just veteran sounds good?
Yeah, you know what? Then this is the problem too, man. There needs to be clean bills. You will never hear me say there never needs to be. There needs to be everything needs to be a clean fucking bill. I don't believe in the fucking omnibus. Let it be a fucking clean bill. A straight yes or no. And if you have to do this 7 days a fucking week to get fucking shit done, fucking do that. But have it a clean fucking bill. So you know what? This is the only thing that we're voting on. We're voting on fucking VA reform. There's nothing attached to it. So we have yays, nays. Guess what? These motherfuckers specifically said no to this.
Facts. See, and that I 100% agree with. This is where you and I are always on common ground. Like, make them clean bills, because the last thing I want to hear is about some fucking
airport
family.
in Alaska.
No, I hate hearing about a migrant family that came over here. They're staying in a fucking hotel out of New York or whatnot. They're getting fucking $5,000 in fucking food stamps a month. They're getting fucking staying at this hotel for free with their family. Meanwhile, our veterans are still fucking homeless out on the streets. Or not only veterans, but we still have homeless people out on the streets. You know what I mean? Why can't we do that? How much of a slap in the faces to that, to Americans that are here, that because they're down on their luck. You even put this shit on Facebook a while back ago. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, about, motherfuckers complaining about, price of eggs or price of things going up, right? Be happy that they have a fucking job, because you never know when you're in that situation that you might be finding yourself without money. Well, we have a lot of people in that situation now. You know what I'm saying? Just go to the major cities. Don't even just go to major cities. Go to Appalachia. Go to fucking Smoky Mountains. Go to fucking rural Kentucky. Go to rural fucking West Virginia, Tennessee. Go there as well. You'll see a lot of poverty, a lot of people that are hungry, but yet we're willing to take care of or divert money from other programs to benefit these people that are coming here illegally. How much of a slap in the face is that not to all Americans?
Well, like I told you before, the only people that really get fucked in this country is the middle class, right? And unfortunately, there are the poor people like that. Listen, I see that. Like, I have a hard time sleeping at night. I may get up and to keep myself from, self-medicating, I may get up and just drive around, and I see that, and it breaks my heart driving around, and I see like somebody sleeping at the church's door. I see people digging in trash cans. And this is in a small town here. Like, it breaks my heart. Like, I hate seeing that shit. And I'm like, damn, like, it's hot as fuck. These motherfuckers are out here, and I shouldn't call them motherfuckers. These people are out here, hot as hell. Like, where's their water at? Where's their food at? And it's gonna be even worse in the wintertime. It's gonna be cold as shit. Now you're running the risk of frostbite, all this shit. Where, like, I understand. And for the migrants that are getting these $5,000 in food stamps, see me after this. I got $100 on some stamps. You know what I'm trying to get some of that shit for the low.
I don't know. Did you hear about this one chick, this one Venezuelan lady that went to the bodega and bought some shit, and they showed that in her account for her EBT card, because I guess there's a receipt that gets left behind.
Yeah, I seen that. Like, it was like, yo, I think there was like EBT for the food stamp, and then actually like cash money too.
Yeah, that they give them. She got a total of $13,000, bro.
Like,
my boy, we got motherfucking veterans out there that are having trouble just getting VA compensation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And before we get this fucked up, I'm talking about motherfuckers that actually earned their motherfucking benefits. If you sat on a motherfucking aircraft carrier and just did like this, the words that way to an airplane, don't come telling me that you're a fucking hero and that you have PTSD. I'm just saying.
They might. Listen,
yeah,
like,
man, those fucking huge ass waves were insufferable.
Well, I would say this. The reason why I would say they might have PTSD is to know that their actions led to bombs being dropped on people. I don't know what's in their brain, man. I can only try to see shit half full or half empty, man.
You know what, Hunt? You're going to start making it sound like these motherfuckers that fly drones and get their drones dropped down, that they should fucking get awarded a goddamn Purple Heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the
flying cross.
Yeah, I was just about to say that shit. Oh my God.
Like, I'm sorry that you had a nice setup in your house when you were a teenager and you got to practice this shit.
Hey, oh my God, you had to go to work in a nice air-conditioned, cool fucking Connex with nothing but video games all around you. You play video games all day?
Have a Slurpee and shit.
Oh
the
man,
fucking big gulp and shit. They got their
you didn't actually have to
right
go
there.
on to Route Toyota out in Mosul and fucking knock down a bunch of goddamn power lines, and then hopefully pray not to get blown up because you knocked out their electricity for a whole week.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like,
Bro,
we about to get mortared.
But oh my god. Anywho, man, I think this was a good one. We cooked today, Hunt. We cooked. It was
Yeah.
good. You
And
did
this
it.
is what
You fucking did it, dog.
I did it. And this is what people, when I tell people all the time, it's like, bro, we don't disagree. It might get on people's nerves, but like I said, probably gonna be on FaceTime after this shit.
More likely. But I mean, honestly, I mean, this is honestly, I can say 100% surety. This is the most I've let anyone get under my skin without me just like, without, bro. I was close to saying N-word. No.
You are welcome. And yeah, so you try to be this fucking guy that's never off kiltered, and the whole you've been doing this for 3 years?
Yeah.
The whole 3 years you've been trying not to be off kiltered, off tilt, and you're welcome. You are so fucking welcome.
You did. Oh man, I tell you, I've been doing this since January 2020. And today, August 20th, 2024, Hunt pushed me over.
Yep.
You know what's funny? Yesterday was my 6-year anniversary of not having a drink. I think Hunt just pushed me over the edge right now.
Fuck that.
I'm about to go grab me a fucking sip.
No, fuck that. And
so thanks, Hunt. Man. You brought me back to alcoholism.
You brought me down. You brought me to stuff. No, man, that is a fucking dude. That is a huge accomplishment. You don't know how.
It really is.
Like even when I'm on other platforms and I see people holding their signs up, they're like 4 years sober, a year sober, a month sober. Man, I'm so proud of motherfuckers that be doing that shit, man.
I didn't even know it was yesterday, bro. I didn't even know it was yesterday. Until I saw the data like August 19th. What happened August 19th? Oh, August 19th. That was the last time I had a drink of alcohol, and I got arrested for DUI and got sentenced 5 years probation. They wanted to give me 2 years state time. And but I plea bargained that bitch down. And
man, congratulations. 6 years fucking sober is fucking huge, man.
Yes,
it's something to really be proud of.
I'll be off probation here in February of next year. So I'll be able to travel around Texas. Okay, so just so y'all know, this is what's been going through my head, y'all. So fucking you know what? Where is it? I gotta find this real quick, bro, before we go.
Oh yeah, and I do gotta tell you something too offline.
So before we go, I want to go ahead and give y'all a little bit of word on the street. So the plan is once I'm off probation, maybe start taking this thing on the road a little bit, go visit some of the people that are listeners here, our veterans. That live around the area. Like I know Roland lives out in Oklahoma. Oklahoma ain't but a drive away, so don't be surprised if I take this shit on the road and just start, maybe visiting VA hospitals or VA locations where veterans hang out and just, even basis. And I might pop up at your neighborhood Fort Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me know. I'll pop up with a brisket.
On the road, so you are too easy. You're literally right down the road.
Yeah,
but being that I'm on probation, I can't even leave the county.
Yeah, it sucks, man. You got a few more months.
Yes.
But like I said, if you do, my kids are, I have extra rooms, and you can just stay in one of their bed, and I can barbecue this motherfucker, man.
Shit. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Let's go ahead and tomorrow, or maybe I don't know. We'll see what Hunt decides to do later on this evening. Or you know what, dog? How about this? How about we go live while the DNC's playing, and we can meet when the boring shit is on. Unless you got things to do. I understand.
I really don't have things to do. I'll just have to. You may not be able to see me because I'll probably be in my living room. Might have to turn my light on or whatever. But I'll be in my living room watching the greatest president of the United States speak.
See, you know what? How about that? Let's do that live. When Obama talks, we'll go live. I'll have it playing right here on one of the windows, and I'll mute it so you can watch your thing or whatever, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and then it's cool, and then I could probably have.
We talk about it tomorrow. We'll see what.
I can have my sexy LED light playing.
Oh shit! There you go.
No, I showed you the light, right?
Yes, you did. There's the Skittles light.
Bro, I found out I could put that bitch on a timer. Well, it has the little. It also has the little clap motion thing too, where if
what the fuck?
Or talking, it'll start like lighting up and shit. But no, so I can put it on the timer to turn on.
Get off Temu. You need to stop shopping on Temu.
Like I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh man.
Then we started going.
That motherfucker be clapping. I said, okay.
Oh shit, cutting them cheeks. All right, with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all being here on this On the Gun Line podcast episode. This is the last one we'll be doing on the podcast platforms. Join us over at YouTube. You'll find us there on the Gun Line YouTube channel. I have also opened a new channel for gaming. It's called Gaming with the Gun Line, and you'll see me getting my ass whooped there on Call of Duty. So join me on Gaming with the Gun Line. Find me on there. And there's going to be one more channel coming up here soon. Just throwing it out there. It's going to be Grubbing with the Gun Line. And what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be taking ingredients that y'all provide me, and I'll cook them up on video for y'all. Now, just so y'all know, the funny part is I can't cook with the shit. So it's going to be fun to see, y'all. With that said, it's been good kicking with y'all. As always, Hunt, love you, big dog. I appreciate you. You know, woo! If I was white, I would have been canceled. Y'all have a good one, man. Rounds complete. End of mission. Gun line now, y'all. I'm out. Mark for the motherfuckers.